Coronavirus. Coronavirus is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. Most people who fall sick with this virus experience mild symptoms and recover without special treatment or by getting vaccinated. The virus that causes COVID-19 is mainly transmitted through droplets generated when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or exhales. These droplets are too heavy to hang in the air and quickly fall on the floor or surfaces. You can be infected by breathing in the virus if you are within close proximity of someone who has COVID-19 or by touching a contaminated surface and your eyes, nose, and mouth. By following certain precautionary measures in the correct form, any individual is less likely to get infected with this virus.
Necessary precautions to prevent COVID-19. Clean your hands often. Use soap and water or an alcohol-based hand rub. Maintain a safe distance from anyone who's coughing or sneezing. Wear a mask when physical distancing isn't possible. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Stay home if you feel unwell. If you have fever, cough, and difficulty in breathing, seek medical assistance.
Vaccination. Vaccine is a biological preparation that provides active acquired immunity to a particular infectious disease. A vaccine typically contains an agent that resembles a disease-causing microorganism, and it's often made from weakened or killed forms of microbes, its toxins, or one of its proteins. COVID-19 vaccine is a vaccine intended to provide active acquired immunity against SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes coronavirus disease, COVID-19. Prior to COVID-19, a vaccine for an infectious disease had never been produced in less than several years, and no vaccine existed for preventing a coronavirus infection in human beings. After getting the vaccine, you may face some side effects, but these are totally normal. It typically takes 2 weeks after you are fully vaccinated for the body to build protection against the virus that causes COVID-19. If you are vaccinated, you can resume the activities that you did prior to the pandemic, but of course with some precautions.
So far, about 100 million people have been infected by COVID-19 worldwide, and the disease has claimed the lives of more than 2 million people. Today, a variety of vaccines have become available to effectively control the pandemic. The main difference between modern and traditional COVID-19 vaccines is that the modern mRNA vaccines do not contain the whole virus, but only the blueprint of an important component of it, called the spike protein. With the vaccine, only this blueprint, a short piece of RNA, enters our body without altering our genetic code. This small RNA sequence, when injected into the muscle, initiates the production of spike proteins, and then it degrades. With traditional vaccines, the viral proteins, including the key spike protein, are injected into the muscle, usually in the form of inactivated viruses. The subsequent process is similar for all vaccine types. Immune cells patrolling the body present the spike protein as a foreign material to the helper T cells, the conductors of the immune system. These T cells alert the executors of the immune reaction, the killer cells, and the antibody-producing cells. These cells are capable of protecting our bodies from the attack of the virus, while also creating memory cells that remember the spike proteins of the coronavirus, which are prepared for a later virus attack. The most important outcome of vaccination is the development of immune memory. If the coronavirus attacks after this, it has little chance of success. Antibodies cover the virus, and thus prevent it from binding to our cells to cause infection. Cells that have already been infected are ruthlessly destroyed by killer cells, along with the viruses inside. With vaccination, 90% of the infections do not develop into a disease, and if they do, the course of the disease is much milder than without vaccination. These coronavirus vaccines have been given to several million people worldwide who have become protected against the development of the disease. The only efficient tool to eradicate the pandemic is vaccination. So get vaccinated and continue to keep the rules of social distancing and wearing a mask. Do not forget to wash your hands thoroughly and regularly. You can get detailed information on vaccines from your treating doctor or GP, or the doctors who are on duty at the vaccination points.
Vaccination is the key to the end of pandemic. COVID-19 is still a threat to people who aren't vaccinated. There is still a lot we are learning about COVID-19 vaccines, and CDC is constantly reviewing evidence and updating guidance. We don't know how long protection lasts for those who are vaccinated. But what we do know is that COVID-19 has caused very serious illness and death for a lot of people. If you get COVID-19, you're also risking your loved ones who stay around you by infecting them. Getting a COVID-19 vaccine is a safer choice. At this time, there is limited data on vaccine effectiveness in people who are immunocompromised, including those taking immunosuppressive medications. While a COVID-19 vaccine will prevent serious illness and death, we still don't know the extent to which it keeps you from being infected and passing the virus on to others. If you are not vaccinated yet, find a vaccine, keep taking all the necessary precautions until you're fully vaccinated, and do remember that none of the COVID-19 vaccines can make you sick with COVID-19. Stay home, stay safe, and do wear a mask while stepping out of your homes, because doing it all protects us all. Thank you.